Hello, my CSEA brothers and sisters, and welcome to Fridays with Ben. We are living in an era where the news is coming at us from all kinds of sources, and it's either impossible to keep up with or can be overwhelming, especially when it's negative. Well, I wanted to share some rare good news out of the Supreme Court. This week, the court upheld the DACA program, which allows undocumented people who were brought to this country as children to stay, work, and puts them on a path to earn citizenship. This is a wonderful victory for those who grew up here and only know America as their home. This week, the court also delivered another huge win, with its ruling that the Civil Rights Act applies to workplace discrimination based on sexual orientation and gender identity. This means you can no longer be fired for being gay, bisexual, or transgender. This is a great victory not only for worker rights, but for basic human rights. Nobody should face discrimination for any reason, let alone for how you identify or who you love. This news is even more special because the ruling came during Pride Month. So a few weeks ago, I spoke about the unrest and strife that have developed following the murder of George Floyd. As I explained then, the pain and raw emotions that have surfaced are a result of generations of Americans living in fear of police brutality just because of how they look. This has not been just a result of a few bad actors. In many cases, it is tolerated by the leadership of some police departments who protected their unethical officers. The movement we see today is affecting a sea of change across this country. As part of this movement, there is a concerted effort to stop the school-to-prison pipeline. This is a real concern, but I want everyone to know that our members who are school district police officers are not part of the problem. CSEA has a long and proud history of representing school police officers, and we know that our members who are sworn officers are specially trained to handle the unique challenges of keeping our schools safe and building relationships with our students and staff. That is why CSEA is opposing, from the school board to the governor's office, any elimination of our members who are part of school police departments. To my brothers and sisters who are sworn officers, our field staff will be reaching out to you soon, asking you to share your stories of success so that we can share those with the rest of the state and show that school police officers are part of the solution, not the problem. Finally, I know many of you who enjoyed our wonderful CSCW celebrations have been asking about your 2020 CSCW buttons. You will get them, but we still don't know when. As an organization, we're still sheltering in place, even though we're operating as usual. We will send out your CSCW buttons as soon as we're able to have enough staff at headquarters to process and to mail them. Brothers and sisters, the last thing I want to talk to you is something that is very concerning to me. That is conference and the actions of a few of our chapters and some of our member leaders. Over the last few weeks, I have been hearing stories about some of our members who have decided that during the Monday and Tuesday of conference, they're going to have gatherings. You know, I've heard that people are planning on going to Las Vegas anyway. You know, well, the chapter voted to send us to conference in Las Vegas, so we're going to rent rooms in Las Vegas and we're going to hang out for those 2 days and watch conference in one of the hotel rooms. I've also heard about a couple of chapters who have decided that they're going to have conference at a resort at the beach. I've also heard of some chapters deciding to get together in a variety of different ways. I've also heard rumors of some of our leaders who I appoint who have decided that they're going to get together and have like a big conference gathering. Well, I can tell you right now, none of these things are any good for anybody. CSEA and your board of directors made conference this year virtual because we cared about your health and your safety. Your chapters who voted to send you to conference in Las Vegas didn't vote to send you to the beach. They didn't vote to send you to the mountains. They didn't vote to send you to Las Vegas to view a conference that's not even going to be there. So I just want everyone to understand this can cause a lot of problems within your chapter, and it can also cause a lot of problems with CSEA. So I want you to think about the choices that you make about attending conference this year. For those of you member leaders who I appoint, this is probably one of the harshest things that you will have ever heard from me. But if you plan on having a get-together to put our members in harm's way, I have no other choice than to remove those people from their positions who have decided to go against the wishes of this board of directors. So I want you all to understand, we as a board and we as CSEA are taking this very seriously. As I'm recording this, this evening we're going to be having a resolutions meeting with a lot of our member leaders, and I am going to be stressing this very hard during that meeting. And I want you all to understand that this is not a joke in any way. We want you all to be safe. This isn't we're trying to be the powerful CSEA and not letting us do what we want to do. This is the CSEA who wants to make sure our members are safe and wants to make sure that our members are spending their dues dollars that the members have voted for in the proper way. So please think about it before you do it. So with that being said, I want y'all to have a great rest of your weekend, and make sure you keep smiling, and have a great day. Bye.